Hi there, Lukoi. This is your admin speaking. Welcome to the first ever Lukoi Vidcast. Let's see, I have a list of talking points from you all. Talking about me. Um, some of you know me a little bit better than others. I'm Erin. Um, I've been the admin of Lukoi for um a really long time. In RP terms. Um, I'll get into that later. I am a student at the University of California, Berkeley. I'm a computer science and Celtic studies double major there, which is weird and a lot of fun. Um, I live in Berkeley when I'm going to school, but the rest of the time I live here. This is the lair of the beast, as it were. And this is in San Diego. Very sunny San Diego. It's been very warm lately. Which is a difference from the rather chilly weather in Berkeley. But obviously, San Diego is a little familiar to some of you, so for anyone who is wondering why the hell Lukoi takes place in San Diego instead of St. Louis or any number of other cities, it's because those of us who started the site live here. Okay, so how the site started. This is Lukoi History 101. So most of you have no idea about all of this. I think only one of you has actually been with us since the beginning. Anyway, McCoy started when I was in middle school. In, I think I was in the 8th grade. I could be wrong. I'd have to double check with people and figure out how many years it's been, but that would put it that's that makes us 8 years old. So we're somewhere around there, somewhere between 7 and 9. I don't know. It's somewhere around there. Actually, I was not the original founder. A friend of mine, actually, a bunch of my friends had been reading the books. They finally got me hooked on reading the books, and they started the site. And by the time they got around to telling me that they had started the site, most of the good places were already filled. So Mina started out as the Hati to the Ulfric, who was the admin of the site. Well, we had the site on Avid Gamers 1.0, for those of you who remember those days. Slightly less stylistically pleasing in terms of the user interface than what we have now. Way back in the olden days, that's what we used. Um, and the pack lived in basically another dimension was how we figured it out. It was a little bit of a weird setup. It was fun, crazy, but what happened was a bunch of people joined. We had a ton of crazy RPing going on, and then a bunch of people went inactive, and some of us weren't, some of us were. But the original admin wasn't really doing a whole lot, so I decided, hell, I'll make another site. Avid Gamers 2.0 had just come out, so shiny and new. Um, I decided to make, I think it called it Lukoi Elite, because it was supposed to be, for people I invited from the other Lukoi to come hang out. Well, it became the new Lukoi. Um, and I gave myself a promotion because the original Ulfric wasn't too interested in continuing, so I was like, I'm the admin, I might as well get a promotion. So that's when Mina became Ulfric. Let's see, Avid Gamers 2.0, we were there for a while. I think a couple of you joined there. I honestly don't remember when most of you joined, so don't be offended, please. Just, it's been so long, I don't keep track of these things. I know we had things going on. So I think Nina's first serious girlfriend was on the Avid Gamers 2.0 site, Willow. That's why Nina has a daughter, technically, because her girlfriend was pregnant, and then things happened. Anyway, they're gone. Um, so that was Avid Gamers 2.0, and then for any of you who were around then, you remember that Avid Gamers 2.0 kind of crashed. So suddenly, all the Avid Gamers sites didn't exist. That was a lot of fun for an admin, I can tell you. I think, I don't remember if we stopped being able to access the site or if they just sort of deleted several months worth of material at some point, but we decided enough was enough. And while the site was down, we had an Acorn Rack site that didn't get a whole lot of action, but it was sort of just stringing along until we figured out something else. And a little while after that, we moved to Pro Boards, which most of you probably remember. So, sorry, there's a little spider on my keyboard. So we moved to Pro Boards. That's where most of the site action took place. We had people splitting off and forming their own sites, like Sinful. We had, I don't know, we always go up and down in numbers and activity and such. No, goodbye screensaver. And then I think probably all of you remember that the original Sinful got deleted because of the sexy posts, and we got a little nervous, so thanks to Freya player, who on Lukoi was, I always pronounce it loose, I'm not sure if that's how it really is pronounced, it could be like Luce or I don't know. But Nina's girlfriend, well, former, he's gone now, she offered to let us have some of this wonderful server space, which is paid for, which is why we have all those nice PayPal donation buttons all over the site, guys, because I really don't want to be paying for the whole site. But that's why we have the paid site, and it was originally, we were using it as a backup mostly in case Proboards deleted everything, but we got it all set up, and we were paying for it, and it's nicer anyway, so now we're on Lukoi.net, our official domain name, and yep, so that's the history of the site. Probably a little longer than any of you were expecting.